That's tough, because as soon as you get out of the game, you know, we talked about this on the team. You get out of the game, that win against Louisville, and you open up your phone and you got about 20 texts saying like, "Hey, congratulations! Do you have any tickets available?" You know, so you know, and you kind of have the idea in your head, you know, who you're probably gonna give the tickets to beforehand. But it's, you know, it's a blessing and more than a curse, you know, and being able to bring people there is awesome.
Now you're a senior at MSU, but you're a junior as far as eligibility is concerned. Take us to that time when you talked about redshirting, and do you look back on that decision and do you regret anything, or are you glad you made that decision so you have an extra year here at Michigan State?
No, I think I'm glad I made that decision. You know, and it was really a big deal for me, because the coaches came to me. It was the beginning of my sophomore year, and the coaches came to me and said, "Hey, listen, we think you can play here. We want you to redshirt. It's ultimately your decision, but we think you can play, and we think you could use an extra year of eligibility." And so they left it up to me, and I thought that it was worthwhile, so I decided to do it. And I think, looking at it now, I think it was worthwhile, because that gives me, you know, an extra chance here. Now that I'm getting some playing time now, you know, I can work on my game this summer and come back and play next year. So I definitely, I don't regret it at all. I think it was a great decision.
What do you remember about Duke playing them the first time this season?
You know, they're a good team, but they're a completely different team. For me, that game, you know, it was kind of my first big stage type of game, and I got to see the floor for a little bit, which was awesome. But you know, at the end of the day, we didn't do some of the things we needed to do to win. You know, we're completely different teams now, so you can take a little from that game, but you can't use it. You can't use it too much, because, like I said, neither of us are anywhere near the same.
There's a good chance that you might guard possibly the best post player in America in Okafor. So how do you take that on as a challenge?
You know, I try to approach it the same as I have every game. You know, yeah, you got a little extra motivation because you know he's a great player, but he, you know, you study film, you look at his tendencies, you try and do all the little things you need to do before the game to be mentally prepared, and then when the game comes, if they call on me, then I just go out there and work as hard as I can and try and make it. Try and make it a little bit miserable for him out there, you know, be physical with him. But it's, you know, any challenge is great. It's an opportunity to prove yourself a little bit. So, you know, I'm just trying to go out there and do my job.
You guys aren't just excited to be here. You're going to win this thing, right?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, definitely. You know, this is Final Four. Okay, yep, that's great. We celebrate that, but you know, we keep the ultimate goal. We always keep the ultimate goal, and that's a national championship. So we're definitely not satisfied now, and we talked about that a ton since we've won that Louisville game. We're keeping everything in perspective.
Are you personally cheering for Wisconsin because they're a Big Ten team, or do you not care, or how's that go?
I mean, you know, it's always nice to see the Big Ten win, but you know, we're more worried about what's going on with us. You know, making sure we win that Duke game, and we'll play whoever wins that game in the national championship when that time comes.
And finally, did you get more texts when you had that dunk and you gave the wink, or after they learned that you're going to the Final Four?
Well, the dunk and the wink were two separate occasions, actually.
Oh.
So I don't know. Probably pretty close to the same. You know, I got my phone blown up both times.
But you're getting a lot of support from home, right?
Oh, it's incredible. I got hundreds of people from back home, you know, tweeting at me, Facebook messaging me, texting me. You know, every friend I've ever had, every family friend we've ever had, and it's so much. It's so exciting. It's so much fun having all this support.
Is that overwhelming at all?
No, it's not overwhelming. You know, most of them are, you know, they're good friends, and they're going to support me no matter what. You know, I could go out there and fall over and trip and throw the ball out of bounds, and they're still going to, you know, they're still going to support me. So it's not overwhelming. It's nice.
Thanks. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks you.